This week on Performance TV, Kathy and Dave listen to the sweet sounds of the Borla Attack exhaust, as well as add some bass from the new Undercover 2 from Custom Auto Sound. All of this and much more next on Performance TV.
Welcome to this week's Performance TV. If you're watching the show, more than likely you are a big fan of performance cars. And when we think about exhaust for those cars, just like the Corvette here, we think about Borla. They build excitement. And you know what? They also do that for trucks, and that's what we're going to do today. You know, Borla has lots of different choices when it comes to the exhaust for your truck. You can go with their Touring, their S-Type, or my personal favorite, the Attack. Acoustically tuned, applied kinetics. Now, what that comes down to is Borla has spent a lot of time designing these systems specifically for each vehicle. These are tuned. These are going to give you the maximum decibels possible, and especially if you're like me, well, you want to be able to hear your vehicle and not so much the radio. And you know what? Every Borla exhaust system comes with the 1,000,000-mile warranty. Now, you're not going to be able to get that anyplace else. Borla sticks with you from the time you get your exhaust system all the way through. So let's talk a little bit about the system we're going to put on today on our truck. This is complete stainless system. It's 2 3/4. You're going to have absolutely everything that you need, right down to the AccuSeal clamps. And what's really cool about the clamps, you're going to get a nice 360-degree seal with just one bolt. You also have your extra hanger that you're going to need besides the ones you'll be able to use from the factory on the vehicle, right down to the heat shield. What do you say we check in with Dave and get this thing installed?
You can take this through an exhaust shop and have it done, but you really don't need to. It's so easy to install, you can do it yourself. Now, I know you're thinking, Dave, you're lying, but I'm not. This has been engineered so well, it slides right into place. All of my hangers are bent right in the right position. I don't even have to worry about knocking these around or anything. Don't even have to worry about doing trial fits because I know this is going to slide right in. So over the axle, onto my pipe, I slide right into the original hangers that are from the factory. I put a little bit of grease on them, obviously to make it a little bit easier. That slides right in, pop. Other side, pop. That's already done. Now here, and you'll notice this is a 2 3/4 pipe. A lot of people, they're thinking bigger is better. This is actually one of the few things in life where bigger isn't better. If you put on too thick of a pipe, what happens is it slows up the gases traveling. And what that does is it messes up your overall flow, and it's actually the velocity and the flow where you're picking up your performance. These systems are so well thought out and so well engineered that I'm actually going to pick up gas mileage and horsepower when I install this. Now, this is your crossover right here. This guy here, clamp of course, and it's going to go also up over the axle and onto here. Now this is stainless steel. It's not stainless steel covered, it's stainless steel throughout. It's not just stainless steel, but it's 304 stainless steel. The difference is that it is specifically designed to be the most corrosive resistance out there. The carbon monoxide and other toxic gases that are coming out your tailpipe, they are actually attacking the metal. So Borla only uses 304 stainless steel. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. We're going to drop it on the ground, hear how it sounds, but first, check this out.
RockAuto.com has a lot of great ways for you to save money and get the parts that you need. And Tom, one of them is the way you can kind of help them out with shipping.
That's right. Yeah, we try to keep things simple. We don't have a membership fee or minimum purchase amounts. We have something we call our truck icon, and once you put something in your cart, then when you go back into the catalog, you watch for this little truck icon, and that tells you this part will be available from the same warehouse where your first part was, and so you can get more parts in the box.
Sure.
And lower shipping costs. A second thing we have is this Choose For Me to minimize cost, where you click that, then you click this box over here under alternate, and if you're happy with multiple brands, will you be satisfied with this brand? Just click those all off, and then as you add parts to your cart,
Sure.
the software automatically will say, okay, well, to keep the shipping costs minimized, the part prices minimized, we'll pick these parts.
Oh, that all makes sense. Absolutely. So it can all ship from one location, save some money, and keep in mind, like Tom said, there's no membership fees to use rockauto.com. It's not like there's the jobbers get one price and somebody working from home out of their shop gets another. No, it's all the same for everybody, and they're always trying to find new ways to help you save on the parts that you need. Check them out at rockauto.com. Hey, Dave, we're tight, so go ahead and fire that thing up.
Fire in the hole.
All right. Now she's talking to us. There you go. You know, whether you're looking for the Touring, the S-Type, or the Attack, check out Borla.com for a system for your ride. Dave, that's awesome.
I know, I think I'm a little scared.
Yeah, she's definitely talking now. You know what? We got a whole lot more Performance TV. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Performance TV is being brought to you by Dual Liner, the only bed liner that works. Z-Max, the one product for your engine, transmission, and fuel system. Slip and Grip, vehicle service products. And by Turn 1, quality in every turn.
Welcome back to Performance TV. Well, we have our 2012 F-150 in here today. Been doing a little shopping online, picking up some accessories from Rock Auto, but something we're really looking forward to doing is adding more sound. You know, we work with the folks from Custom Auto Sound quite a bit on all of their radios, but did you know they have a complete line of speakers, starting right off with the speakers that go into the dash. But they have 38 configurations to work with pretty much any classic car or truck. They also have their dual voice coil speakers. They have speakers for the back deck, you know, the nice 6x9s, three-way speakers. They have your kick panel speakers and a couple of choices. You can either go with a 6.5, or if you need the smaller ones, they have the 4-inch option. But how about something to go under the seat? You know, when you don't have a whole lot of room? Well, Custom Auto Sound has come out with a couple of different options. One of them being their undercover, going to be able to give you a little more kick with a 5.5-inch sub. But what we're going to do today is install a pair of their brand new Undercover 2. You want a little more boom boom? Well, how about an 8-inch aluminum sub that has a couple of tweeters and be able to put right under your seat? And we're going to give this F-150 just a little more sound. Hey Dave, did you get a chance to get that crossover installed?
Yepper. I'm already hooked up for my radio. I carefully routed my wire back and along the side here, which is a nice, helpful, handy hint for most of you out there. It's nice to hide your wires, and it's nice to have them protected. So what I like to do is run them just above my rocker panel and protect them underneath my carpet and my sill plate. Now, Custom Auto Sound has this all figured out for you, so you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to fabricate any brackets because they're already done for you. I've already installed them on the unit here, and these are self-tapped, so I don't have to worry about that either. They're going to screw right in nice and easy. Once I've got my brackets on, I'll go ahead and I'll simply hook up 2 wires. Once they're in, I'll set her down. I'll see exactly where I want to have it, and then I'll go ahead and I'll drill some small holes in there. Now, another helpful handy hint for you is if you take this drill and you go in, it'll eat up your carpet sometimes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some tape, we're going to put it around the drill, and now the chances of me unwrapping the carpet from the floor is a lot less.
Well, you know what? Something else I want to point out, Dave, is the connections on this Undercover 2 are so simple. You know, these are going underneath the seat. And a lot of times, you know, in a truck like this, people still want to be able to use that area back there for storage. So if you do need to do that type of thing, Dave, we'll be able to take this thing right out real easy.
Right, no tightening at all. Even if I leave it underneath, this is an aluminum case. It's real strong. It's going to take a lot of beating just in case I get aggressive with it.
Right, and just like their regular undercover, which I had mentioned earlier that has the 5.5-inch woofer, the undercover 2 is still only 3 inches tall. So you're going to be able to get a lot of sound out of this with the 8-inch subwoofer without taking up a lot of space.
True, true. Hey, I love all their choices. They even have a speaker that if I don't have room on my dash or anything, it looks like an air conditioning vent, but it's a speaker.
You know what? It's got the subwoofer. We have the tweeters on both sides. And once you put in this entire pair, you're going to be able to go up to 250 watts of, as I said earlier, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
That's right. Okay, what do you think? Well, we'll go ahead and at least try one of them because I'm dying to hear what one of these sounds like.
Right, I need to install the other side, but I can't wait.
Yeah, let's
either.
just go ahead. Hang on, let me turn the key on here.
Okay.
All right, let me reach over, get the key on. Wow, check that out. You know, and that's only one of these things. You know, I can think, you know, my husband and I, we race, we've got our big toter home. I bet a set of those behind the seats in the cab would be awesome. Then I wouldn't have to hear him yell at me about my directions.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I kind of like that idea. You want to find out what Custom Auto Sound has for you, their entire line of speakers? It's all available on their website at customautosound.com. We've got a whole lot more Performance TV right after this.
Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Evaporust question and answer session. Our first question is it acceptable to use cotton instead of paper towel to soak an item that cannot be immersed in the solution?
It's a good question. We like using flat material. If you use something that's got a pattern in it, you don't get good adhesion between the material and the rusted surface. You're going to leave some rust behind. So get a good flat material. We like those blue shop towels that are really flat. That's the best we've found.
And just make sure you get all the bubbles out or you'll have a bubble of rust.
Good point.
The next one's from Marcia. I have a wooden handle that has a rusted metal rod through it. Would soaking the wooden handle in Evaporust damage the wood?
Not any more than putting it in soapy water. If it's something that's got a really nice finish on it, I wouldn't put it in there. I wouldn't put it in dish detergent water. But if it's just a normal piece of wood, yeah, toss it in. Don't worry about it.
And our last one for today, Justin, what type of paint will Evaporust damage?
Evaporust is pretty good on, I'd say 95% of the paints. It's not going to, new paints, it's not going to bother. Older red paints that have iron oxide in them, it'll go after that iron oxide. But other than that, pretty well safe. As long as the paint's adhered well to the metal, you're in good shape.
Excellent. Well, if you have any other questions, just visit our website.
Performance TV coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
Welcome back to Performance TV. You know, if you have a pickup truck, well, you want to load stuff in it. Not everybody wants to have a cover or a tonneau cover or a cap, but you still want to be able to keep stuff protected. And that's why we brought Dan in from the Load Lugger. Dan, you guys like to go ski, you were packing stuff up, and you found out garbage bags didn't work.
Garbage bags don't work, Kathy.
Right.
We found that on a trip up to the ski lodge, my daughter's clothes got wet in the suitcase, and there needed to be a better system out there, so we invented it.
Yeah, they just didn't get wet. They were swimming.
Swimming wet.
They were swimming.
Yes.
And that's why you've come up with the Load Lugger. Tell us a little bit about it, Dan.
All right. The Load Lugger is an 18-ounce PVC-coated vinyl. All of the seams are RF welded. The zippers are RF welded.
Really?
And the anchor points are sewn to a patch that is then welded to the side of the bag.
Okay.
When you're going to install the bag, you simply slide it out of the carrying case, take it out of underneath the back seat of the truck, put it into the back of the pickup truck, snap it into the anchor points, and then start loading your gear, equipment, tools, whatever you have.
Well, you've come up with several different options. We have a smaller size here. You also have the tire bags for our off-season tires that we can put in there. And you have the big one as well, which we're going to see. And there's quite a pile of stuff that we're going to be loading
Yes.
in. Actually, we're not going to do it. You have some lovely assistants. Now, what are they going to do first to install the Load Lugger?
Okay. What they're going to do is they're going to take the Load Lugger bed bag out from underneath the rear seat of the pickup truck, take it out of the storage bag, roll it out, snap the carabiners into place,
Okay.
that holds it in there, and then unzip it and load your contents, zip it closed, no ratchets, ropes, bungees, or tarps.
What are they snapping these to, Dan?
The OEM anchor points that are in every pickup truck made.
All right, whether you have a bed liner in there or not, you're going to have those in there. Do these come with?
They do.
They do. They do come with it. And obviously, for depending on what size you have, is how many. Is this heavy or anything, especially the big one like they're putting in there?
The 8-foot, which is the biggest bag we make, is 17 pounds.
Okay.
The 6-foot 5-inch bag is 16 pounds, and the 5-foot 5-inch bag is 15 pounds.
Okay, so once they're laying this all out, they're able to put everything in. It's going to be able to seal everything up.
Yes,
Even that great big pile of stuff we're seeing.
even that great big pile of stuff.
So we don't have to worry about salt, road grime, anything, sand, dust. All of our stuff's going to be nice and snug.
You'll arrive just the way you left.
Well, I like that.
Absolutely.
And and even be able to slide stuff around in there kind of makes it a little easier too.
Yes.
So this particular size, let's check this out.
Okay.
This one is different.
Yes.
It's not going to cover the entire back bed of the pickup truck.
No, this is a smaller size.
Okay.
For the big size, if you have a lot of stuff, that's great. But if you have just a couple bags or grocery bags or something, thank you very much for the help.
No problem.
This bag is an ideal size if you have just a smaller load.
Okay.
And so, as you can see right here, the main thing that people are most interested about are the anchor points. So this mil-spec strapping is mil-spec sewn to this patch, and then the patch is welded to the bag.
Oh.
That way there's no needle marks every 16th of an inch penetrating the bag, which would then take away the water redundancy. Or
Right.
water repellency.
Yeah, definitely going to keep everything dry. That does make an absolute big difference.
Another unique feature that we have is that the zippers are RF welded onto the bag. So again, there's no stitching.
No stitching.
Yes.
And I love the feel of the quality of the material. It's definitely thick. What did you say that was again?
This is 18-ounce PVC coated vinyl. It is the same material that the soft-sided semi-trucks use going down the highway for tarps and for the big sides of their trucks. So it has high UV resistance, high mold resistant, and is ripstop as well.
Okay. So, we have some short beds. We have longer beds. Do you have different sizes depending on the truck bed size, or?
Well, in our manufacturing process, everything in the automotive industry is standard with pickup trucks. The lengths are 5.5 inches, 6.5 inches, and 8 foot long.
Okay.
We use a relaxed manufacturing methodology, which we cut the bags 2 inches wider than what the pickup truck is. What that allows you to do is to stuff more of your gear, tools, or supplies in there.
Okay.
But then it gives you 12 to 15 inches of crowning over and above the sidewalls of your pickup truck.
Wow. And I just can't believe how much stuff they're able to put in there and be able to seal it all up. You're not going to have to worry about, like I said, because not everybody wants to put a cap on their truck, or they don't always haul something in there and just want to keep the bed clean. But when you're going on that trip and you want to keep the stuff protected and not have your 12-year-old daughter's stuff get soaked, there you go. And you can find out more about how you can get one for your pickup truck. Just go to theloadlugger.com and you'll have all the details right there. We'll have more Performance TV right after this.
Performance TV is being brought to you by Axalta Coating Systems. We paint winners. Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. And by Dustless Blasting, it's the future of surface preparation.
Probably going to see more half-ton pickups out there towing on the road than anything else. And this week's GenY Towing Tip of the Week, Tracy, you guys not only have something for all of the half-ton folks, but you also can step up for the big boys and girls too.
That is correct. What we have here is our 2-inch model. We start where a lot of others stop. We start with 10,000 pounds in the 2-inch. In the 2-inch, we also have a 16,000 pound. When you go to 2.5, which your 1-ton Rams, F-250, 350s, your Chevy 2500s, 3500s, have a 2.5-inch receiver. Well, our 2.5 start at 21,000 pounds.
Wow, and that's not where it ends though. I mean, you keep going up from there.
In the 2.5, we also have a 32,000 pound rated towing capacity. And then Ford, just in 2017, came out with a 3-inch receiver. We have a 3-inch receiver rated at 32,000 pounds.
So we are talking about some tough stuff from Gen Y hitch, but you still have a little bit of that versatility that goes all through the entire line.
Any of our hitches have the adjustability. They have the ability to pull the pintle. They have the ability to be flipped down for drop, raised. All the weight ratings stay the same.
How important is it for someone to keep in mind what they're towing, not just what the trailer weighs itself, but what they're going to be putting in it and what hitch they really need to have?
It is very important, and a lot of times we don't think about it. We just go hook up to something and we take off. But what Gen Y has brought to the table is the fact that you can do it safely with whatever you're towing.
That's right. They have something for no matter what you're trying to do. Just go to their website to find out more, GENYHitch.com.
On this week's Clamp Tight Close-Up, we're going to talk boating. So many different applications in the boating world for this very versatile tool. Everything from water hoses, where you have to make sure you have no leaks, to ropes. If you want to put a loop in the end of a rope, the Clamp Tight tool is a perfect way to do this. You can see here we've actually clamped a rope onto a stainless steel cable, and it is very secure. Over here, we've got a stanchion that we've used the Clamp Tight tool to clamp to a pipe. It almost feels like it's been tack welded. It's so secure. Nikki from Clamp Tight Tools is going to show us how this works. Can you give me a quick demonstration?
Absolutely. Take your wire, bring your ends together, make a loop, feed the wire through the loop, and then you're going to do that one more time, right up through the center of the first one, just like that. Now we take the tool, take the nose of the tool, place it right underneath of that loop, wrap it up and around each of the pegs, twist together, notch at the bottom of the tool, the loop goes into, and just start turning.
Wow, this is really simple and easy to use, Nikki.
It really is, and it's a great 360-degree seal. Don't have to worry about any flat spots. So you just keep turning it until you get it to the tightness you want it to be. What's nice too is it's pushing and pulling, so it's applying that even seal. You don't have to worry about it heating the wire up and breaking the wire. Once you get it to the tightness you want it to be, you simply just flip it over. That locks it in place. If you don't have that much space, just past 90 degrees is all you need. Just loosen it, pull the tool away, take your cutters, cut about 1/4 of an inch or so, bend those tabs down, and there's your clamp.
That's incredible. Because we're using stainless steel wire, this is perfect for the boating application. For more information, go to clamptighttools.com.
Well, that's all we have time for this week. Hey, if you have a product that you would like to have featured on television, just contact Jeff at masterstv.com, and we'll have so much more again next week on Performance TV.